Hello everyone, this is Darkon and this is TechnoBabylon. I've been enjoying it so far. It's been pretty decent, but then again, I always try to hold off too much on it, especially when you start early on, but still, I've been enjoying it, so we're going to continue on. Last time we were just the girl, we were stuck in the apartment, we had to break ourselves out because, you know, our wireless disconnected. We had to go out and talk to the guy, whoever it was that was in charge of our apartment complex. I learned a few more things about the character, and as soon as she stepped outside, everything went white, and the other mysterious guy that we watched earlier was looking on and seeing one little part of a building in the distance explode. So, and then all of a sudden we're 20 hours, and then goes 20 hours later. Or earlier, actually. So now we're this guy.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
I've lost count of the number of times the minejackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught minejackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
At least we've managed to link the previous minejackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, minejackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are minejackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
Whoa. Yeah, this guy's pretty hardcore.
So, Central predicted our minejacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the minejacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
Neither do I, and I'm saying it's the second one. It does not want us to know why. It's just one of those things.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that.
Authors?
I just don't
Really?
like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here, probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a minejacker. Wetware, huh?
Yeah, specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines. When really, they're just bits of proteins and macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks, just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing, that's my field.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
So, his name is Regis. probably forgot about that. Oh well. An expensive looking car sits in the road. If you were in a worse mood, you might be inclined to ticket it. Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Let's see. The company's front desk. In a big firm like this, you'd expect it to be manned 24/7, but the staff have disappeared. Why is that not good?
Hey, anyone there?
I don't know why he walked
Doesn't look like
forward
anyone's
then
around.
back. Elevator. Let's try the elevator controls. Makes sense.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized then.
I have a gun and a traveler. What's that word do? The cell issue traveler. Like the civilian models in many ways, pardon me, capable of making calls and running apps, a specialized model carried by Cell possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. The traveler's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. Again, that doesn't sound particularly good. Oh, and this we can make calls with. Case file, news, laser, paper. What the? Let's try this. It's a mini. It's a video game. Rock beats laser, paper beats rock, laser. It's basically the laser is the scissors. Paper? I win. Oh, and you even get scores. Yeah, let's not do that. Try news. See what's on the news. Continuing a long-standing process of standardization, the Parliament of the European Federation, EF, has today ratified the uptake of the metric time across the 64-member union. The measures signed into law by EF Prime Minister Jacqueline? It's Jacqueline, but I kind of, for some reason, I felt like saying Jacqueline Santini. Let's see. At blah 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 time is planned to be rolled out over the course of the over the course of the next 4 years under the scheme measure of the time of day is to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes made up of 100 seconds. That sounds very complicated. Santini, whose Federalist Party has been one of the keenest supporters of the... Sorry again, bit of a yawn there. New policy... The new policy greeted the change enthusiastically. Computing and commercial time measurement has long been carried out in metric scale with atomic timing, and the division to 24 hours itself merely been an arbitrary convention of history, commonly referred to as metric time, the measurement of the day. Wow, they holidays in orbit. Yeah, nothing worthwhile there. Oh, wow. I heard that. I thought something else,
What
but
the hell?
not that. Holy, what the hell is right? Why do you scream like a little girl when he was jumping off a freaking building? The man is the victim of a long drop, but from where and why? I understand the why, but where? Yeah, from the damn building.
What'd you
Picked up
find?
a key
A
card.
security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our mindjacker's target then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
Yeah, well, when everyone's disappeared, probably for the best. Come on, let's get in that damn elevator. And then the elevator, something wrong will go with the elevator, and then we'll drop to our deaths.
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must be where its owner was working.
Oh, that works. To be fair, we wouldn't know what floor to go to. That doesn't look right. Oh, there we go. I think that was a bit of a delay there.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Oh no, it wasn't that it was lagging, it was showing that we were going up the actual elevator. I thought like this front area was it, but no, that was just, it was showing that the breaking the glass was around here. See if anything about the telephone. Wow, that's a lot of names.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything.
Yeah, human resources. Really. Charts.
Can't do that.
You have no idea whether these charts mean the company's doing well or going bust. Amongst all the economic and business speak, the only word you can recognize is... Sorry again. The only word you can recognize is wetware. Let's try the terminal. From Artie Roy, HR Management, received, blah blah blah, subject the roof. Bit on the nose there. There's a time and place for the trans, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's not an extreme. But it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked unless it's emergency. FYI, trans cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. So this guy was a this has to do with the trance, because remember he said something about the trance. Animus customer relations. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exceptional wetware growth, or grey goo, we heard that term before earlier, accidents, is underway and will be released when completed. Publicity management. Central received, blah blah. Exposure conditions. To Avery, same guy. Obviously. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates proper sensitivity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. Centralized Act. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset except where vital. Basically telling you don't get too much sun on that around the particular time of day and so on. Congratulations. Hey man, just wanted to say big grats on the engagement. She's a really swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be happy together. gonna be so happy together. Catch you after work, then. Catch you after work, then. Sal. Let's look at the body again.
His ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR super.
If the mindjackers in...
Have central...
Yeah. Already done that. Let's see. Listen, I just heard the word... I swear I just saw something that said gray goo around here somewhere. Must be out of my mind. Oh well. Let's try the telephone.
Hello? Do you know what time it is?
Sorry, wrong number.
Let's try... I think this is the guy right here.
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
I just need to ask you a couple of questions about your workplace.
Oh, Nuke. You're calling from the office. What's happened?
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
You have nothing to worry about. You're perfectly safe. We just need your help. I'm transmitting my credentials to your terminal.
So you're really a cell agent. I'm sorry. I don't want to say anything until I got a lawyer. It's just, you know, I gotta think of my own safety as well.
Damn.
Okay, so how do we get the code from that guy? Let's just go to an office. Okay then, let's try calling him again. Of course. Jackass. Oh, I know. Let's call this guy's friend here. Find out who was it. Animus and Cubed S?
Hey, Lau.
No, I didn't want to talk to her. Damn
Yeah?
it.
This door is really starting to get on my nerves. Lau?
Don't worry. I think I get where you're coming from.
And who says brute force never solves anything?
Not me, that's for sure.
That's all we needed to do. Funny.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
The mindjacker!
Freeze! Cell agents!
He looks familiar.
Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try. The only way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
Should not have said that.
What?
Where the hell did he get that from? He wasn't wearing that. He just magically shows up with a jetpack. Well, maybe it was hidden under his coat.
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Belcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Cell headquarters.
Lau, Max,
What? Huh?
were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
Yeah, no shit. You already got the preferences set up how you like them. Let's take a look at the terminal. Emergency logistics, case file, blah blah blah, class for information, larceny with composite harm to health, individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Outline. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with the subject's neural wetware, the informational contents of an individual's victim's brain is being destructively removed with fatal consequences to the target. Victims 18 Newton. Known, unknown global total. Identity perpetrator not known. Subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration and may have inside help from larger sponsor. Yeah. Action. Case specialist Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets for analysis by Central. Oh, this is all email for us. From null, blah blah blah, your legacy. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one. Lives depend on it. Dear traveler, you're unsure what it might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Oh, this is earlier. Let's go with the earliest one. Wesel, Dr. Petra, subject Baxter. Hi Charlie, I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central's approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? If he killed someone, yeah, I would understand that. From Van der Waal-Gil. No, Dr. Regis. Apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. In other words, yes, you do, because otherwise you would be very... It's one of those things where you think if you won't help them no matter what because you have something to hide. That's usually it. This is from Central. Continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it's likely by your own hand, and you couldn't release. You should have been able to tell, anyways. I mean, if it's running 24/7. While you may object to sorry, another yawn there. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. Fulcrum administration, fixed costs, Charlie Regis. Your monthly payment of $8,100 for the rental of your Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by A. Vargas Centralized Administration. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. VFR Medical. And that was the surgical. Same thing, I guess. Functional wetware. Dr. Regis. As per our discussion at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neural connective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for the non-wetware systems is phased out. From San Diego, Dr. V, blah blah, howdy. Hey Charlie, why are you hugging Lau so much? The rest of us need a wire head on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. Wahey. But seriously, man, give the rest of us a turn. So much stuff is lost when you write it out like that. I'm guessing that would be... Yep. Yeah, they look pretty happy. The art's actually pretty good for a pixel thing. I was just thinking about the whole thing. I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what the hell their age might be, but oh well.
The data package attached to that message. Whoever sent it wants me to open it in a private place. Hopefully it contains something that'll help us get to the minejacker, but I'm still suspicious. The data package attached to that hopefully...
I thought I could just...
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything.
Okay, so don't open it here. Let's go through the door. So, surgical lab, San Diego and Preston's. Let's find a toilet. If there's one thing I know, if you want privacy, find a bathroom. Or a waiting room. That might work too.
They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. I can't open it here. Central C.
So I can't do anything in this right here.
Hey kid, you all...
Kid's pretty messed up. Nothing much I can do around here.
One of Central's fisheye cameras.
So I'm guessing this area, not so much. Thought for sure I might be able to find a toilet. Let's try the surgical lab.
Locked. Dr. Santiago must be working on something he doesn't want me seeing.
So you tolerate Dr. Santiago's opinions. It looks like Dr. Preston's the only one in the office. You'd rather avoid another sermon on the merits of centralized government. So, elevator it is. Huh, we can actually choose where we want to go. Let's go with balcony. It looks like to be a pretty private place. Less technology should... Fulcrum Tower. Looks to be somewhere nice and
When people
private.
worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
Better not move it. Okay, let's see what it says. Now, even having to glance for a moment, those words are etched in your memory deeper than anything else. Vic Shaw Regis. Yeah, I thought you might look a little East Indian. Beloved wife, friend to all that lives. 11th August, quite a while ago, actually. No, that's when she was born, never mind. Still a while ago when she died. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. Let's take a look at the data
Here
package.
goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is... I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it. We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a gen engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry.
And that was the person who was the one we read earlier about, the guy again, the parole.
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking. You put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going.
Oh, for crying out loud. I want to figure out who that secret informant is.
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
Perfect.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Let's find out.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them, you've seen them before, but you can't remember them by number. Whoever is calling you has 4 embryo containers, your own. Whoa.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alrasis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my kid... my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
Fine. I'll get you that memory module.
A wise decision, Dr.
I already
Regis.
know he's gonna say
I
if
know
I do
full
something.
well just how much
if I don't do
you're
it, that is.
prepared to do for these embryos.
He's gonna say the embryos are gonna be destroyed and so on and so forth. A conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings. I managed to get Giel Vanderwall, the legitimate businessman, to cooperate. Says he has information on the mindjacker.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Businesslike as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Be good to know. But I think I'm gonna end it there, actually. Yep. This is Darkon, and this is TechnoBabylon. If you did like this or anything like this, please like, favorite, subscribe, leave a comment below, and if you do want to see more, again, leave a comment below, or if you have any ideas or in general requests of games or types of games you would like to see, again, leave a comment, and I will see what I can do. Once more, this is Darkon, and I hope to see you again for more TechnoBabylon. So long, and farewell.